Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. When a student applies for financial aid, the federal and/or state governments can randomly select them for a review of their financial aid eligibility and/or financial aid application. Stockton University is required by federal regulations to verify all information required by the U.S. Department of Education, as well as the information reported on the application of each student selected. In order to comply with these regulations, we may need to collect additional documentation and/or have students and/or parents transfer data from the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, into the FAFSA. If you are required to submit additional documentation or information, you may be required to create a Student Forms account and submit documentation there. In this video, we're going to be discussing how to create a Student Forms account and how to submit documents. To get started, visit go.stockton.edu. Click Login to Go Stockton portal. Enter your username and password. For new students, your username and password will be found within your admissions acceptance letter. Then click Login. Once logged into the Go portal, select the Financial Aid tab at the top of the page. Then scroll down and on the left-hand side, select Click here to view your requirements. Next, from the drop-down box, you will select the aid year for which you would like to review your requirements. Then click Submit. On this page, you will be able to view all outstanding requirements for the selected year. If you see the requirement, Submit Missing Financial Aid Information, this means that you need to provide our office with additional documentation to process your financial aid. To submit this documentation, select the Submit Missing Financial Aid Information link under Unsatisfied Requirements. This will bring you to the Student Forms site. If you have never created an account, you will have to confirm your student information before you can complete or submit any documentation. Information provided in these fields must match the information provided on the FAFSA exactly. You will need to confirm your first and last name, as well as your date of birth, social security number, and student ID number. You also have the option to provide a mobile phone number to subscribe to mobile text messages for account updates. Once you've entered in your information, check the box next to I accept the privacy policy and click Create Account. Now you have successfully created your Student Forms account. Any outstanding task or documentation that needs to be submitted is outlined within the Needs Action tab within the side navigation bar on the left-hand side. Complete all outstanding tasks within the Needs Action tab. All outstanding requirements must be complete for our office to be able to process your aid. Any outstanding task or documentation that needs to be submitted is outlined in a black drop-down box. Be sure to review, complete, and submit any outstanding task or documentation that is listed. For the purposes of this video, we are going to be going over what a student needs to submit when the dependent verification form is requested. To get started, click the Dependent Verification Form dropdown. Next, you will click Fill Out. Your name will automatically be filled into the form. If you did not provide a phone number when registering your account, you will need to enter your phone number here. Once finished, select Continue on the bottom right. Next, the form may ask for your household information. If you are a dependent student, you will need to enter all of the members of your parent's household, including your parent or parents, and your siblings. These are the people living in the household that receive more than 50% of their support from your parents. If you are an independent student, you will enter your spouse, if applicable, and anyone in your household that you support more than 50%. If those listed in the household attend a college or university, you must enter the name of the school and select whether they attend at least half-time. You must also select whether your parents, if dependent, or you as an independent student provide more than 50% of their support. For the purposes of this video, we are going to fill out the form as a dependent student. To add a member to the household section of this form, select Add Person at the bottom right-hand side of the page. Then, enter their first and last name, date of birth, and their relationship to you. In addition to parent information, be sure to add any siblings or anyone else in the household that receive more than 50% of their support from your parents. If anyone else is in school, be sure to enter the name of the school that they are attending and mark if they are attending at least half-time. Once all household members are added, click Continue at the bottom right-hand side of the page. The next page may ask student tax questions. You must answer the questions based on your employment and tax filing status. For example, if you as the student did not work and earn wages in the tax year the FAFSA references, you will select the option that you are not required to file taxes because you did not work and earn wages. If you did work but were not required to file because of the amount that you earned, you will need to provide your W-2s. If you did file, you will need to use the IRS data retrieval tool on the FAFSA or provide either a tax return transcript or a tax return to our office. Once you have answered all questions on this page, click Continue on the bottom right-hand side. The next page may ask about parent tax information. You must answer the questions based on your parents' marital, employment, and tax filing statuses. If your parents are married and file the joint return, you will select this option. If your parents are separated, you will select this option even if they filed the joint return in the tax year the FAFSA references. To separate income, we will ask for their tax return or tax return transcript and your custodial parents' W-2s. After selecting your parents' tax filing and marital statuses, you may need to select an option to provide tax documentation. If one or both did file, you will need to use the IRS data retrieval tool on the FAFSA or provide either a tax return transcript or a tax return to our office. Depending on the situation, the documents requested will change. Please remember that the options that you select will prompt the documents that we ask for. If you see that we are asking for a document that doesn't fit your situation, please re-examine the form to be sure you answered all questions accurately. After selecting the documentation you will provide to the office, click the Continue button on the bottom right-hand side of the page. Now you will review and electronically sign the form. Please carefully review all information on the form before signing. If you have never created an e-sign PIN before, you will need to do so to be able to electronically sign the form. Click the option to create an e-sign PIN. Then, enter your identifying information, including your name, date of birth, and your social security number. Then, enter any 5-digit number for your PIN. Be sure to remember your PIN for future use. After entering this information, click Create PIN. After creating your PIN, you will be brought back to the form. Enter the 5-digit number into the box at the bottom right-hand side of the page. Then click e-sign. An information box will appear. Read the information and click Accept. Now you have successfully e-signed your document. Click OK to continue back to the list of tasks. This is where you will request a parent e-signature on your form and upload any requested documentation to our office. To request a parent e-signature, click on the Request button on the right-hand side of the page. Select which parent you would like to sign. Then enter and confirm their email address and click Send Request. Your parent will receive an email telling them to either create their own account or log into their existing account to e-sign the document. To upload required documents to the Student Forms site, click the Upload button next to the requirement. This will pull up a window that will allow you to select the location of the document you wish to upload on your computer or smart device. For example, this student's student and parent tax return transcripts are saved to their Documents folder. Select the folder that contains the document you wish to upload and then select the document. After selecting the document, a preview of the document will load. Review the document, and if it is the correct document and it is not blurry or cut off, select Use at the bottom right-hand corner of the page. If you need to upload multiple pages, select Add Pages at the bottom right-hand side of the page. If not, select No. Repeat this process for all document submissions. Finally, after your parent has logged on to their account and signed the document, you can submit the entire dependent verification form with the requested documents. After clicking Submit, be sure to click Finish so that your file can be reviewed. If our office determines that we need additional documentation from you, you will receive an email. Be sure to read all communications carefully. You will also receive an email when the review has been completed. Monitor your Go Stockton portal and email for updates. As always, our office is here to help. Please feel free to schedule a phone appointment with a member of our staff by visiting stockton.edu/contactfinaid. Thank you.